YouTube. This is going to be part 1 of what if Tanjiro had ice breathing. I'm going to be doing the redo because you guys have gotten the Ikai what if to 2 likes, which was the like goal, and I will be doing it. In front of me right now, I have the techniques that I come up with for the ice breathing. So let's get started. In this timeline, Tanjiro is going to be hated. Nezuko hates him. Everybody hates him in his family, which would make Tanjiro emotionless. Now, as this would happen, every single time on his birthday, he would be sent out to the snow or to the ice for 2 weeks, where he would have to survive on his own outside in the snow. He would do that every 2 weeks until one day he is cold and shivering. This is the point where he is 6 and he starts to adapt to the cold finally. His body temperature becomes cold and he basically becomes emotionless at the age of 6. He starts training with the katana, making his own breathing form, the ice breathing form. Now the forms I've come up with right now, our first form, Shadow Reflection, which is a mirror made out of ice which will reflect any attacks, sending it back at the opponent. The second form is Kurudo. I'm pretty sure Kurudo translates to, I forgot what it was. Kurudo translate to ice or something. Ice illusion or ice storm, I forgot. But Kurudo. His third form is Ice Dragon, which is like the 10th form of water breathing, which Ice Dragon will come out a sword, which is able to cut people's neck off with. Make his blade 10 times sharper. His fourth form, Yuki, which is where he turns into snow, and it's like lol. He's able to, well, not lol, because second form is Kurudo is like lol, but the fourth form allows him to basically turn into snow, allowing him to transport or teleport to a place that that is in his range, which is in a 2-mile radius. He's able to teleport anywhere. So Tanjiro would come back one day from his house, from the snow, which to see his family all slaughtered, which he wouldn't really care. He would see Nezuko on the floor, not turned into a demon, but he would see his little brother, or his little brother, which is Tanjiro is, I'm gonna say 18 years old in this one, because I'm gonna be doing a ship of Tanjiro X Love Pillar, because the Love Pillar is like 18 or 17, I forgot. So yeah, Tanjiro would look at Nezuko and his younger brother before walking away and grabbing his katana and walking away. His little brother would get up, grabbing Nezuko, who is turned into a demon by now because Tanjiro didn't get to take her, and his little brother would begin to start to run. As his little brother would drop down the mountain, meeting Giyu, the same encounter would happen with his little brother and Nezuko, but this time Giyu would try to chop Nezuko's head off, with a katana coming in, blocking Giyu katana, which would deflect off. Giyu would look up to see Tanjiro. Basically, Tanjiro is wearing a white komodo with ice signs on it. Basically, snowflakes. As Tanjiro would say, first form or second form of ice breathing, Kurudo. As Giyu would start to look around, and he feels like he's in an ice storm. He's completely lost. It wasn't there before. All he can see is pure ice and snow. As a snow storm would start to form in and hit Giyu, Giyu would feel a burning sensation on his chest before checking and seeing that his chest has a big gash wound on it. And Tanjiro's beside him. Tanjiro would kick Giyu in the head before backflipping off of Giyu's head and throwing 3 shuriken at him. Giyu would block all the shurikens, saying, "Shurikens, huh? I've never seen any Demon Slayer use these." Before Giyu would stop and basically tell Tanjiro that he can go along and he won't kill Nezuko. Before Tanjiro walking away, he would look towards his little brother and he would say, "Get stronger." so we could meet again. Before walking, and we skip a couple of years later, at least 3, Tanjiro, little brother, had been training crazily, not becoming better than Tanjiro in canon, but becoming the same strength. And in this Tanjiro series, Tanjiro is 5 times stronger than his 3 times stronger than his canon part, as Tanjiro would make it to the final selection. Tanjiro would then say fourth form Yuki with the final selection starting, and he would turn into snowflakes before transporting to the first demon that he senses in his range and cuts off the head of that demon before doing Yuki at least 20 more times, cutting off at least 30 demon heads off. As Tanjiro would get tired, he would start to lay down and sleep before the next day happening, and he would hear a scream, which the hand demon would be about to kill, basically his little brother, which Tanjiro would say Ice Dragon, third form of ice breathing, as the dragon would hop onto his sword and he would cut off the demon arm. The demon would scream in pain as it would start to regenerate, but the demon had no time before his head got cut off. Tanjiro would look towards the ashes of the demon, not even touching it, saying pathetic as he would walk away. His little brother would try to grab him by the foot, but Tanjiro would merely just front flip kick his little brother and say, I told you to get stronger, but you're still weak. And then he would walk away. Tanjiro's little brother would be enraged as how his brother acts and how he acts as he's beneath his big brother. His little brother thought he was the one who was supposed to have sun breathing. He was the one who was supposed to be the strongest, as he would make it there. Actually, I'm changing the ship to Tanjiro having a harem. No, I'm not. Tanjiro would see basically the Wind Pillar little brother. I'm pretty sure the Wind Pillar had a little brother grabbing the girl by the head before touching him on the shoulder, and basically the Wind Pillar little brother would say what before getting kicked in the gut and coughing out saliva, then getting grabbed by the hair and kneed into the face and getting thrown to the ground as he would be holding his belly, and his face would get stomped on at least 16 times. As Tanjiro would say, don't touch anybody in this exam anymore or you'll lose your hands. As the little brother Wind Pillar be surprised of how Tanjiro acts as he would nod his head, signaling okay. Tanjiro would start to walk away, but that would happen as he would make it back to his little hut made out of ice and snow. Tanjiro would be chilling there before a crow came in and basically started talking to Tanjiro about the mission, about the girls disappearing. Tanjiro would go there, and basically the encounter with the man will go way differently. Tanjiro saying, stop being such a wimp and actually go look for your girlfriend. Stop being a little I'm just kidding. But stop being a little girl, bro. Basically. As the guy would start to get enraged, saying, I'm not a little girl. And he was about to punch Tanjiro before Tanjiro grabbing his punch and punching him in the gut. And then making him punch himself. And the guy having a broken nose. Which will make the demon come out smelling blood. He would say, gotcha, before saying third breathing form, Ice Dragon, cutting off the head of the first demon. Before the second demon would try to go towards him, he would spin his sword around, cutting off that demon head, and then say Yuki before disappearing into snow. And he would basically look like he teleported towards the third demon and cutting off the head of that demon before putting his sword back in the sheath, saying, I got the mission done. We're done here. Before throwing the little pack, saying, yeah, your little girlfriend's dead too. Before the guy crying, and Tanjiro not really caring. Now, he would make it back, and Uradaki would not Uradaki, but he would see his little brother with this yellow-haired kid, which we all know would be Zenitsu. Zenitsu and Tanjiro little brother would basically do what happened in canon, but that would happen. Tanjiro would be on the Ryu mission, basically. His little brother would run into the forest before seeing a white snowflake drop down. as the mother spider demon. Actually, Tanjiro is going to get a harem, not like a big one, but a small one, made out of three people. The Tanjiro was about to cut off the mother demon head off, but as the mother demon was like, "I'm ready to die," Tanjiro would stop his sword and say, "I clearly see that you're in pain," before hugging the mother spider demon, which I'm pretty sure the mother spider demon was like only 18 too. So yeah, that's a perfect match. As the mother spider demon would start to cry in Tanjiro's arms and say, "Yeah, I am in pain," and this, my son, or my fake son, was holding me hostage. As Tanjiro would say, there, tug, cuddling with the mother spider demon. Before the mother spider demon walking with Tanjiro out of the forest, his brother would be surprised, but his brother would manage to take on Ryu with not ease, but with a little bit of a hard time, since his brother didn't waste that much energy because he didn't have to fight the mother spider demon. Now, as that would happen, basically everybody from the pillage would, or not, well, Giyu, Shinobu, and Kano would come from the pillage hideout and start beating the crap out of everybody before almost knocking out. Before Shinobu would try to knock out Tanjiro with one of her poisons. Tanjiro would grab the needle and is about to break Shinobu's neck before Giyu would come in saying, "Tanjiro." As Tanjiro would look towards Giyu, and Giyu would basically be having that blank expression, with Tanjiro having the same one. Well, not really, but emotionless expression. Before saying, "Oh, you're Giyu, right? The guy I fought? Well then, you're a strong opponent, so I'll leave this girl alive." As Shinobu would be surprised, Tanjiro would make it to the base with the Mother Spider Demon, bridal style, in his hands, before putting her in bed and basically watching the Nezuko incident happen. When the wind pillar is about to stab Nezuko, basically you would hear third form, ice dragon, ice breathing, before the wind pillar finger would almost get cut off, or hand would almost get cut off by a dragon, but the dragon would just bite into his hand really hard, grabbing, as the wind pillar would start to grab his fist, basically screaming out in pain. As that would happen, Tanjiro would smile and saying, "You weakling. I can't believe you pick on the ones that are weaker than you." As basically the one pillar would start to get enraged and run towards Tanjiro, before Tanjiro not headbutting, but before Tanjiro's little brother headbutts the one pillar in the face, knocking the one pillar unconscious. And I'm going to be leaving it off here, and if this gets up to 1 like, I will be doing the redo of this. So bye.